Hey there guys and gals, it's me nirex and welcome back to NSL Project video. So we've already created our storeable interface, we've already created the mvin and the system defines, but we haven't committed our changes. So we have a whole bunch of bullshit, and as you may or may not remember, I told you we need to fix that .gitignore file. So we're going to just right click on whatever file format that we don't need and click on ignore all .whatever files, which I'm gonna do. So I don't need .db files, I don't need .sudo files, OpenDB, I don't need to, log files, definitely not, this guy I don't need to, and the rest are what I need. Yeah, so we're definitely gonna update our gitignore. Good enough, we're gonna commit that. We're gonna update, or actually create project files. All good. We have create vs solution file. All good. We are going to be creating all these files as well. So we have 3 of the guy. Create iStoreable interface. Alright. All good. Now we're going to publish our repository. Keep this code private? Definitely not. We don't need to be private because it's going to cost us some money, and I don't want to pay money to GitHub. If I want to pay money, I will be going for GitLab. Anyhow, if I want a private repository. So we're just going to publish our repository, fetch it, there should be nothing there, and yeah, this was something I was searching, never mind that. So if I go to GitHub Rex, you can see that my project should be, Jesus, it's quite slow. So repositories, and as you can see, NSL is already there. Now it says it's C, but it's just bullshit. It's because it's not, and I just created so little C++. It's more C++ than C, believe me. Okay, so we have these guys right here. Okay, it doesn't matter. Now let's get back into the code to see what we need to do. Let me just go ahead and close that, open up that guy in here. Now, what we need is some sort of a buffer to be able to hold whatever data is in store and retrieve. So it needs to first off be string, obviously. And it needs to be able to parse string, or yeah, something like that. Now, well, let's go ahead and create our utility classes first. We'll think about that one later. So utility, we might even not need that one. So utility and utility right here. So these are going to be our utility classes, our base classes. So we're going to first off go ahead and create the file class. And file, or yeah, and file, or just file, doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to go ahead and create a file system class. CP is going to be in CPP, utility is CPP, and there we go. So creating a file system is actually quite easy, not really that hard. I'm just going to create one of them, and then I'm going to copy the rest from my nlib because it's already there, so why not. Alright, so first things first, this guy needs to come here, definitely come here. This guy definitely needs to come here. Now we don't have any of these guys. Definitely not. Oh, something very important. I almost goddamn forgot. We need namespaces, bro. What the hell? Namespace and a cell. Bro, come on. Yeah, we definitely need them. Jesus Christ. We need these guys. All right. So namespace and a cell, or rather, we just go to system defines. Let's take that guy out. It's a lot better. Alright, so we have, that would have been something like this. Would be an anonymous namespace. We don't want that. Alright, so we have that over there, which is good. We don't need it for any of these guys, but we need it for files. Right? So file systems. Yeah, but what are we going to do in our files? So definitely a safeguard. First off, let me just put the namespace here so that we're inside the namespace. File SCP is definitely going to happen in our namespace. Sorry, I'm a little bit sick, got a cold. So that's basically it. Now we need to do some arrangements. So first things first. Nah, no constructors, no destructures, no bullshit. Second of all, it's a final class, just a utility class. We don't need to inherit from this guy. It's goddamn utility class, alright? I'm going to save and load, so it's not going to inherit from iStorable. This is just something people use, alright? Let me actually create a documentation for the class, super quick. Actually, let's do it later. So we have a static... utility static. We have a utility function, void. Yeah, we need to bring in system defines. All right, so we have system defines, utility function, void, void. Shit. All right. Write all text. So we're gonna have to give it 2 strings. So let me just go ahead and include string. First string, it's gonna be the path. All right, so this is gonna be the first string, and it's an int string. Second string is gonna be the content. All right. So we're going to have a path and a content right here. I also need to include fstring. Duh, this is all about files, so obviously. Alright, you have that guy right there. Got the utility, and what the hell, bro? We also don't need the utility there, because static only needs to be here. So utility, all good, all dandy. It's a utility class, function, whatever. These guys need to go there. This guy needs to go here. All good. So all formatted, all pretty goddamn good. And it's going to return... What the hell are you going to return, bro? Come on. So first off, it's not going to return anything because it's a void. Definitely not return anything. So we're going to go ahead and do std offstream because we want to output files. All right, write all text offstream f.open path. You know, just like that, and we do something like this, content, and if that close, and return. Quite simple, quite easy to create file system. As you can see, it's not that big of a deal. So I've already created a whole bunch of file bullshit right here, and it's a lot better than you know what we did there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and copy what I need from here, just so you know it's quite simple, but if you're doing something more than once, you're probably doing it wrong. So I'm just going to copy all of this and put it here. So, yep. And this static guy right here is going to be utility. And it is going to be int. We're going to have vector. And bool is going to be bool. And char is going to be... Wait a minute. Is it a unsigned char or a simple? Yeah. Char is going to be char. Quite easy, quite simple. And this guy right here is going to be a void pointer. Now, just in case you don't know what a void pointer is just a simple pointer that takes 1 byte because the offset is 1. It doesn't really have an offset. So if you do ++ operation on a void pointer, it's just going to add 1 to it. Not 4, not 8, nothing, just 1. Okay, so these are all my bullshit, and I'm just gonna go ahead and copy all this, because you know, why would I write it when I can copy it? And just paste it all goddamn here. Alright, and then I have to just do what I do. So end file, definitely gonna be file. Int, definitely gonna be int. We also have nchar, which is going to be char, or car, whatever. And we have mbool, which is going to be bool. We also have, oh yeah, I need to bring in and when, come on, obviously. We need it there, so we have, oh yeah, void pointer, I almost forgot. Void pointer here, void pointer here. These guys work with string utils, which are in that guy. I don't really need to have these. These guys also work with string utils. I don't need them. And then we have get entities, which again I don't need, so yep. We don't need the entities. They're gone. That was just for filing operations, like find all the directories, find all the bullshit. So we don't really need all that. All we need is this guy right here. Now, let me just do that. So as you can see, I've already created, I've copied it, but it's quite simple. If you just read the code, you understand it. This is something I wrote, so it's not really that much of a cheat. I didn't use another library. I didn't use library I haven't created. This is just my own knowledge being put to use. I just didn't want to write all the shit I just wrote. And as you can see, it's just as simple as I wrote. As you can see, this is the exact same thing I wrote just now. So believe me, not that hard. You can do it. You can understand it. It's easy. So read all text. It just opens an if stream and puts the text in there, and that's it. Closes it and returns it. So I've created my utility class. Let's go ahead and document it. So doc, Jesus, come on, doc class. File read file IO utility class. Quite simple, and the functions are kind of self-explanatory, so we don't really need that. We also do not need safe if read and safe if write, so we don't really need that. All we need to do is just read all text, write all text, read all lines, write all lines, read all bytes, write all bytes. And the most important thing is that we're going to use is read all lines, because we're going to use vectors a lot. And so this is the file utility class that we've created. A file utility class. We also need to create the string utility class. Again, I've written all that bullshit on my own, but I'm just going to name strutils, like that. Alright, so we have a strutils file. Or rather, two files, strutils, and let me actually rename this to file utils, because it's a utility, right? I don't want to, just make ambiguous file names or shadow file or whatever. So file utils, and this guy's going to be renamed into file utils, obviously case sensitive, obviously, brother. So file is going to be renamed to file utils, and there we goddamn go. All right, let me just compile it. It should be good. As you can see, it a goddamn is. Now, let's go ahead and go back here and go to string utils. Wait, what the hell? What did I do? There we go. That's better. Alright, so string utils, I'm just going to go ahead and copy it again. I'm sorry if you don't feel comfortable with it, but that's the way it is. So, we're going to have to do what we do. Alright, so this is going to be... Wait a minute, where's the safeguard? Jesus. If and def and file utils, H, come on, define and if. It was super close. It was super close. Okay, just always put the goddamn safeguard there. Alright, so now we have all that good stuff. We're going to close them all. I'm just going to put the string here, and that's it. Alright, now, well, holy hell, come on. We need this guy. We're going to put that guy there. Obviously, make the safeguard first, because that was close. So define if not defined and string utils H. Define this bullshit. Come down here and if. This bullshit. Alright, so if this is not defined, we just don't care about it, that's it. So strings is also a final class. It's also gonna like that include and when and system defs. What includes system defs. We don't need this, we need a whole bunch of utility bullshit. So there are a whole bunch of stuff here. That's why I'm not going to write it. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and bring it here. Just like that. Alright, we're going to include string. We're going to include vector. We're going to... Actually, no, not here. Alright, we're going to just do it over there. So, yeah, we have include set. And it's in an API class. Namespace and lib. Wait, why did I say nlib? I've created so much nlib. So NSL namespace. All good. This guy's going to be named bool. This guy's going to be bool. This guy's going to be long. This guy's going to be long. Let me just double check to see long is not unsigned, and yes, it's not. Alright, all that is good. Now let me just go ahead and copy that, because I don't want to just do all I do over and over and over again. So we're going to do, there's no n, it's just string utils, or rather str utils. And we're going to have all that good stuff. So this guy is just going to be renamed into str utils, and should be good. Str utils to upper, oh yeah, there we go. And we have 4 of these guys, which are the types that I corrected. So long, bool, and bool. And there we go. This is our string utils class. Now, I know I copied it, I'm sorry for it, but did you really want to just sit and watch me code all of this bullshit again? Like, this is super simple to upper. It's just extremely simple. As you can see, it just takes one character at a time and performs the to-upper operation on it, like the to-upper function. It's quite simple. And substring just takes a substr. So it's really simple. This is just a safeguard. So please, don't get mad over it. And it's a huge class, so yeah. We need to copy pasta. We have to. Okay. And that's it. This video has already been a long video, 16 minutes. It's long enough, I suppose. And yeah, so we bring in all these bullshits to be able to perform all these bullshits. Anyhow, so in today's video we've created the file and string utils. So we created our utility classes. Let me just go ahead and, yeah, there we go. So see, more bullshit files that we don't need. The PDB, I don't need no PDB, I don't need no tlog, come on. I don't need no IDB, and that's it. So then we do our comments. So add, or rather create, file utility class, string utility class, and then we have, yeah, updates, project files. So we have the project files all good and dandy. Now this guy, what the hell? Oh yeah. Fix iStorable is now in NSL namespace. It's definitely a thing that we need to do. And yeah, this is just a simple update, so nothing to be worried about. Alright, and that's our comments and our codes on the utility class. And as you can see, I'm not really cutting anything out from the video, just for the sake of completeness, so you can see absolutely how I write code. Okay, so we've already created these 2 guys because we need them to be able to save and load stuff. We definitely need the storable, obviously, and system defines, just to help us out a little bit, understand how things work. Because sometimes I want a variable or a function to be static, sometimes I want it to be utility. That's why they're different. They do the same thing, they have the same principle, but they mean different things. Alright, at least in the realm of theory. Anyhow, guys, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, do leave a like, it will help a lot. If you have any questions, do write them in the comments. And if you really enjoyed this video, do subscribe, and I would really appreciate it. Anyhow, guys, I will see you in the next one.